Hello, hello. Welcome to Monday Facebook Live. All right, let's see if I can find myself. There we are. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Facebook Live. I am Amy with Simply Elizabeth Crafts, and I'm going to give everybody just a couple minutes to get in here. I'm going to take a sip of water. All right. Hello, hello. I am going to share a couple of things. Those of you who have been waiting for prizes, my printer died on me, and I got a little behind on those. I had to order all kinds of new stuff I ended up ordering a whole new printer. But anyway, so I've got that finally up and running. It wasn't talking to my computer for a few days there, so I had to do some crazy stuff. I tell you, technology, it hates me, and so it's like every time something goes wrong and I have to replace it, I struggle. So if you are waiting on anything from me as far as like prizes and stuff, those are all getting ready to go out. I was working on those actually before the live. So welcome in, everybody. Make sure that you comment, that you share. When you share, make sure that you share to your personal page or to another group that you're a part of. I actually share this video in my own smaller group, so make sure that you don't share it to any of the Simply Elizabeth pages. Sharon, yes. Yes, it is always something, it feels like. But it now looks really pretty. So my other one had actually been giving me problems for a while, but I was kind of sucking it up to get my money's worth out of it. And I finally just bit the bullet. I guess it was last Friday, because I was about to throw the printer out of the window. I was so angry with it. It would print like half a page and then it wouldn't print at all. So, hey Florence, hey Linda, how are y'all? Okay, I'm going to jump right in. I'm going to actually pick two prizes for tonight really quick. And let's see what I got here. There we go. And then we will jump right in. So this is the July tutorial bundle. If you have ordered from me since the beginning of the month with a $50 or more order, this will be coming to you shortly. That is on my list to do as soon as I get done with my live and eat dinner. So hey Karen. So that, the paper share, I do still have some paper shares available. And I am leaving that open for the whole month of July, since a lot of this paper isn't, it's for your like fall and your Christmas and Halloween and that kind of stuff. So I figured I would just leave it open for the whole month of July. If you are interested in it, you can get it. So it is $63, but it includes 126 pieces of paper. So it's a lot. You're getting a sampling of everything in the mini catalog. So make sure that you do that. Hey Kathy, you're commenting as Simply Elizabeth. For those of you who don't know, Kathy Goldie is she's my social media admin. She helps me in case I get locked out. There she goes. I think she got it fixed. And it's funny because sometimes it's weird how Facebook does it when you're an admin on someone else's page, but it constantly will have her comment as me instead of as herself. Like she's got it. So it's crazy. Hey Verna, hey Carrie, how are y'all? Okay, so there is the mini catalog, paper share. Then there is bingo. I have one more spot left, and that is it. This is the biggest group of bingo that I have ever had, and I am so excited, but I have to make sure that I keep it limited for what I can handle and make sure that I have all the kits properly done and everything is organized and the way I like it. So I have one spot left. So if you're interested in that, let me know and I will get you on the list. You may not be able to order through the link or register through the bingo link anymore. I think that got cut off yesterday. So we can just let me, email me, text me, whatever, and I'll get you the invoice to pay. So don't worry about that. Yes, Kathy, it is definitely Monday. That is for sure. Okay, the last thing I really want to tell you about is the starter kit. Don't forget that during celebration, well, that's an important thing too, is celebration. During celebration, which is July and August, you can join as a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. You get these 3 cute little notebooks here. And hey Morgan, hey Kathy, you get this stamp set, which has all these little cute sayings in it, all the things, wish list, making. It also has the Stampin' Up! Logo. Even if you're a customer and you're not a demonstrator, you want to make sure that if you ever sell anything that uses Stampin' Up! Products or images, that you use this right here. This is a great little stamp to have. I have tons of them. But it's got these really cute different images and stuff like that. This is the extra stuff that I couldn't fit into the actual binder here, but it has your little divider there. You've got the dividers for each month. They do them numerical, so it's not like the handwritten, but this is a very, very cute calendar. So if you want it, you have to join Stampin' Up! To do that. And you have to do it either in July or in August to get this little notebook. It also comes with 4 sheets of paper, which this is kind of Stampin' Up's logo. It's not really their logo, but it's kind of their, when you see anything like in print from Stampin' Up, they always have these really pretty flowers. So that's kind of their big thing. And so it's got 2 of each of these. So lots of cute stuff. Celebration, you can order though. If you don't want to join, that's totally fine. I completely understand. You can order, and for every $50, there is a category for $50 items, and then there's a category if your order is $100. So you could get either $250 or you could get $100. There are some really cute things. There is something that has already sold out. It's gone. You can't get it. And it is these envelopes right here. It's card bases and envelopes. So if you want anything from Celebration, I suggest you probably get it this month or early part of next, because you might not get it. Sad, very, very sad, but all supplies are while they last. So make sure that if you want anything from Celebration, that you get right on that. Yes, it is, Kathy. It is a very, very cute calendar. Kathy is my sister, Kathy Parnell, or Catherine Parnell. We call her Kathy. She is, that's my sister. She likes to steal all my cute stuff that I don't use. And of course I let her because she's my sister, right? Okay, today we are going to use the Celebrate with Tags. This stamp set I got solely because it is multiple holidays, events, all that fun stuff. You've got two from Happy Birthday, Merry Christmas, Be Jolly. It's even got Valentine's Day in here. Made with Love. This right here, even though it says Made with Love, could be really cute. That is very accurate. Yes, yes it is. And if you don't get it from me, then either Morgan or Harper gets it from me. I'm a sucker. So you could do this. This actually reminded me of these like little mini bread loaves that I think it was someone I worked with at a big law firm. They would make these little mini bread loaves and they would put these cute little tags on them. You could totally do that for Christmas with this right here. And so you've got these hearts, you've got the mittens. Oh, I love me some mittens. And then you've got the balloon, Let's Celebrate You. So this is for many different things, and I love those sets because it really gives you your bang for your buck. You know, like you can use it for any holiday, any event. It becomes very multiple use. So the dies in it are extraordinary. You have got two different tags that you can choose from. So this is a much longer one. I really haven't used this one a whole lot. This one I have used a ton. And if you're coming to bingo, you're gonna actually see this one. So, but then it's got all these other little pieces to go with it. It's got a stitched heart, that one, and then it's also got a little mini stitched heart. We're gonna use that one today. You've got a snowflake, a circle, and then you've got a rectangle. This one here cuts out the Made, and then if you flip it around, it does the Love, which is kind of cool. The width you could actually cut out with the straight one, and then of course that cuts out there, which we'll be using this one today. Okay, so good set, very versatile, well worth every penny that you spend for this one. All right, so let's get started. We are gonna start with a birthday card. Actually, no, we're not. We're gonna have to start with the mitten card because all those products are right here on top. Let me just pull them out. We're gonna do a little embossing as well. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take our card base, and sets like this is when I first fell in love with Stampin' Up. So I know, that's exactly right, Karen. You know, you get suckered in by good versatile stamp sets. I am weird, and I know this. I am the opposite. I will buy a stamp set for one stinking sentiment. Now, I will say back in the day I didn't, but now that I am like a legit like crafter and I've really gotten into it, I will buy for one sentiment, which is bad to say. All right, so we're gonna take our DSP, and this is from the Storybook Gnome paper, which I absolutely love this paper. It can be with gnomes, it can be without gnomes, which is always very helpful. It helps you get started. Yes, it does, Carrie. Yes, it does. All right, so we're gonna put this on the background. Have us some nice bright snowflakes. Then we are going to stamp our mitten. And hold on just a second, I have to get my stamp cleaner because we're gonna need to clean. So we are gonna stamp our mitten in Coastal Cabana. I'll make sure I get it well inked up. And we're gonna stamp it right here Okay, then we're gonna clean it with our cleaner here. And close up this ink pad because I surely do not want to get ink everywhere. And then we're going to take our Calypso Coral. We're going to ink it up. We're going to stamp it there. Okay? And then we will set that aside. We're going to go ahead and do our embossing just because we're going to cut this out as well. So I'm just going to do all the die cutting at once. So I'm going to set all that aside. We're going to bring in our Versamark. You could also, with this one, because we're going to do white, you can also use the Craft White ink if you want. We're going to put a little bit of this embossing buddy on there so we can get the oils off of it. We're going to ink up our Be Jolly. We're going to stamp that right there. All right, I'm going to close everything up because if I don't, we might have a little bit of problem, right? All right, we're going to open up our white powder here. Then we're going to just dump it right on in. Knock off. And then I'm going to stick it back in just one more time, just to make sure that it's got really good coverage on it. Now I'm going to knock it by flicking it. Okay. Now here is the perfect time to use the new tweezers that come in the embossing kit. It's got the little tray, and then it's got the embossing buddy, and it's got the tweezers, and then it's got a paintbrush. I'm gonna turn on the heat tool, so if you don't like it really loud, turn down your volume really quick. Just make sure it gets hot. And then I'm just gonna go back and forth with it until it starts getting shiny. And get shiny and pretty. Alrighty. I'm gonna set that over there. And then I don't want to lose all my tools. Okay, I'm gonna actually cut this part down really quick, and the reason for that is I just want to make sure that that I can get everything onto the machine. Well, I might not be because I don't know where my scissors are, but that's okay. All right, so let's bring in the machine. I had class this past weekend, and I feel like I have rearranged everything. And I know I haven't. Pause. I'm going to grab my scissors really quick. Well, not those scissors, but a different pair. All right. I'm going to go ahead and cut this out. And then we're going to lay it on here. And we are going to grab the die that will match. So it's going to be this straight one right there. Okay, and I already cut out using the Stylish Shapes. I already cut that out and ran it through with the brick and mortar embossing folder. And then we're going to take a mitt and the matching die. We're going to line that one up, line that one up, and then run them through. I was originally going to use the snowflake, but I felt like it kind of took away from the other snowflakes on it, so I ended up leaving it off. But if you use the snowflake die, just a tip on it, use the adhesive sheet on the back and turn it into a sticker because it works much, much better. All right, so we're gonna take all this off and then we're gonna run our other mitt through. And then that should be it for this card. I'm gonna keep that little scrap piece of paper there. Still enough to do at least one more, right? All right, let me move this. And then we'll start putting it all together. Okay, we're gonna use this right here, which is called iridescent, and it's an iridescent trim. So it's a little bit thicker. You could, if you wanted, you could actually take apart the fibers because it's just woven. Excuse me, I got the hiccups all of a sudden. It's woven together. So you could actually take it all apart to make it thinner, but I really wanted the full of it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put adhesive right here. And then we're gonna do a little bit of crisscrossing. And we're gonna go from one corner to the next. And then we will take our scissors and we will trim off this side over here. Okay. All right, and then we are gonna take our little embossed piece here and we're gonna put it, I think I need to move this up just a touch. There we go. Yeah, much better. Okay, and then we're gonna take and put dimensionals here and dimensionals here and then put our circle down. So it's a little bit different than normal because you've got this, which is supporting the rest of it, if that makes sense. All right, so I need that corner and I need this corner. And I did it wrong. How did I do it wrong? I don't know. All right, so if you do it wrong, you can roll these off. To dimensionals, you get 300 for $4.25. I'll be okay. All right, I'm gonna see if I can get on the right side this time. Okay, we want it here and here, and then we want it here and here. Now let's try it. Okay, there we go. Okay, and then you see that the rest of it is helping to support it underneath there. All right, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our Calypso Coral one. We're just gonna put adhesive on the back and we're gonna lay it flat at an angle like that. Then we're gonna put dimensionals on the back of our Calypso Coral one. And I'm gonna do 3. And we're gonna do this one at kind of an angle to the other direction, like that. We're gonna put dimensionals on this side and we're gonna use many. Since it's a small little label, we're gonna do 2. We're gonna kind of put them a little closer together. Then we're gonna take our regular adhesive and just add it over there. And I stuck it to the table. All right, we'll take the dimensional backings off and then we're gonna stick it right there. Last thing we want to do is we're going to add our embellishments. And these are the fine sparkle adhesive back gems. These go right along with the gnome set as well, which these are probably my favorite embellishment in the whole catalog, in the mini holiday catalog. So I'm pretty sure that's like Sweet Sorbet, maybe? It's not Calypso Coral. I cannot remember though what color, but this is Pale Papaya, and then that is that's Pool Party, and I think that is Pacific Point. So but I can't remember the pinkish color, but these are gorgeous. They have a little sparkle to them, just like it says, and it's just fantastic. So we're gonna do the Pool Party ones, and we're gonna just add a couple around. And I'm using my scissors because, again, I have moved everything from over here. I don't know what I've done. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. We need one more. Let's do another big one. And we'll put this one down here. All right. Okay, so that is card number 1. And that's just a little Christmas card. You could even change it up and make it just more of a winter card, since it's got the snowflakes and the mittens. That doesn't necessarily have to be, it doesn't necessarily have to be, you know, Christmas. You can just turn it into something else. Oh, Morgan, you are going to the beach, aren't you? Are you excited? I'm sure that with this set, you could come up with something beachy. It might be a little difficult, but we can figure it out, right? Okay, so we're going to move card number 1 out the way. And we're going to go on to card number 2. So this is just a little birthday card. Simple. It could be, if you take off the bow, you could even have it for a masculine card. You could change the pink to another blue color or whatever, an orange color. You could do all that. We're going to use some Starry Sky. And I'm going to get all this out. And I'm going to use something I haven't used in a really long time. And that is our Stampin' chalk marker. I think we still have it. It came up when I did the blog post, so that should still mean it's current, right? At least I hope so. Unless I forgot to click the box again. All right, getting myself organized again. All right, so we're gonna take our card base on this one. We're gonna fold it in half. Give it a good burnish. I think Starry Sky is coming in very close to my Night of Navy. So y'all are gonna see that a whole bunch. Yes, ma'am. Oh, you're so sweet, Morgan. I love it when you say yes, ma'am. Such great manners. Oh, thank you, Kathy. Goldie. We got lots of Kathys going on now in my life. I've never known so many Kathys. All right, we're gonna take just a regular Starry Sky and we're gonna put it on the back part. And the dimensions for all of your cardstock is in the blog post, which you can click on the link in the description of this video and it will come up. And it'll take you right to that blog post. So if you want to recreate any of these, you can. And if you do recreate them, make sure you share them. We would love to see them. So this is the 6x6 in color DSP, and we're just going to attach it now, angling it the opposite way, like that. And then we are going to take a piece of basic white. We are going to stamp Happy Birthday using Starry Sky. We're going to stamp it right on down here. Just so you all know this, it's a little trick. This stamp set has a lot of excess on the outline of your sentiments. I tend to get ink on that outside, which means that I then get ink lines all the way around. So I trim mine. I just take a very sharp pair. I have a pair of scissors, a pair of my paper snips from Stampin' Up that I solely use to trim my stamps off. And so that means that they're really, really sharp. And so you just cut, make sure that when you do cut it, if you do, cut it at an angle so that a little bit of your foam will stick out on the bottom, okay? But that helps. That's just a little tip on making sure that you don't get those edges. And then it comes out like that. When I was doing this card, I stamped it 4 times and then I gave up and went and trimmed it off. We're gonna pull in our machine. I'm gonna close up this ink pad. And we are going to we're gonna cut out the happy birthday. We're gonna put it at an angle like that. We're going to take the stitched rectangle from the dies and we're gonna line it up. I wanna make sure that, here's another tip, that because this is a straight line here, I want it to go into an angle so that it slowly goes through that straight line. And there won't be bending of the die. It goes through much easier. All right, and then I have to get this off because the stitch dies stick to the plate for some reason. And I can't ever get them off. All right, I'm gonna save that scrap piece of paper. Then we're gonna put all this back and out of the way. And this is a quick and simple card. I went ahead and cut out the balloons. And what we're gonna do before we put them on is we're gonna take that chalk marker and I'm gonna do this side for the green. We're just gonna run it. And then we're gonna do this side for the Flirty Flamingo and then Bermuda Bay. And let me put that somewhere where I won't lose it. Okay, let's put on our happy birthday first. So we're gonna flip that over. We're gonna put dimensionals. And we're gonna put 6 on there because I don't want that middle to go flat when it goes through the mail. All right, and then we're gonna stick this down right here. We wanna make sure that we get the happy birthday straight, like that. We are gonna take and put adhesive, just regular adhesive, on the back of there. Then we're gonna take our liquid glue, and we're gonna put just a little dot right there on the end. And we're gonna stick this in like that. We're gonna take our Flirty Flamingo, we're gonna put a dimensional on the back. And we don't need to put any adhesive on the tail because it's gonna sneak up under like this. So there's enough of that tail down in there that it's not gonna come off. All right, now for our Granny Apple Green, we're gonna put a dimensional on the back. And I want it to sit kind of like this. So I'm gonna put the dimensional right here. I'm gonna take that liquid glue and I'm gonna put a little bit of glue. I'm leaning down so I can steady that hand. And then we're gonna attach it right there. And then I'm just gonna press on it for just a second so that it will adhere down. That liquid glue will dry pretty quickly. So, oh, Verna, yes, yes. You know, and I've noticed that even some photopolymer stamp sets are the same way. They're not nearly as bad as the clear stamp or the rubber stamps, but some of them will have like extras on the ends, and so I'll cut it off the photopolymer ones now too. So I am not afraid to cut my stamps. I'm also not afraid to cut them in half. There are some stamp sets I won't do that to, but I'm not typically afraid. Okay, we're gonna use these right here, and these are called adhesive back seasonal sequences. These are also in the holiday catalog. And we are gonna put one here, 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 and then we're gonna do another big one, maybe, there we go, up here, and then another little one right here. All right, the last thing I want to do, oh, just so you know, these sequins come with, it's like in a little box that has like a sheet of cardstock, like a thicker cardstock on the back. I cut that down so that it sits right inside. So then I take the whole thing off there, and then I just grab this. I keep these little bags. If you get embellishments like this right here, when you get some of our loose embellishments, they'll come in a little bag. I keep those, and I use those to stick things like this in. So then I just slide it down, and now it'll all stay together and not be all crazy like. Okay, so the last thing we're gonna do is we're gonna tie a bow. This is all I have left of one of the rolls that I have of the Starry Night metallic ribbon. So these are the new in color ribbons. And we're gonna tie a bow. I figured it would be just enough to get a bow out of. Perfect. Look at there. And I can still trim just a little bit of those tails off at an angle. And then we're gonna take a glue dot. I'm gonna take that glue dot and I'm gonna roll it up. And then I'm gonna stick it right here on the Flirty Flamingo. And then I'm gonna stick my ribbon down right on top of it, or my little bow right on top of it. All right, so there is card number 2. Again, this is a quick and easy one. All you have to have is cardstock and a little DSP. You could even change up the colors. If you don't do DSP, that's totally fine. You could do 2 different colored cardstocks there, and it would work perfectly. All right. Now, the last thing that we're going to do is a treat box, because you cannot use this die set without at least doing the tags. So we are going to create this tag right here. I'm gonna pull out a whole bunch of pieces of paper. Don't need that piece. We're gonna use my favorite ribbon, which makes me so happy. This is the boxes that we're using. So I didn't create this box. This box was already done. These are the scalloped craft treat boxes. It will fit a lot of stuff in there, just so you know. My husband and I are trying not to eat a lot of junk food. I have given up snacking as best as I can. And so I did not, like I normally do, I'll go buy some candy. I did not buy any candy to put in this. This thing is completely empty, and I will show you, because I was afraid if it came in my house that I would eat it all. But it will hold a ton of stuff. You could even put jewelry for Christmas in here. You could You could put some like little Debbie cakes in here, little Debbie snacks. There's all kinds of stuff you could put in there. All right, we're gonna put this back on so I don't lose it. And I know it will go back on because I've already taken it off once to make sure. There it goes. All right. Okay, so you'll need 2 pieces of it. You'll need, let me put that piece back in. Sorry. You'll need one that looks like this, and then you'll need one that looks like this. This is your top right here. So there are lots of score lines, so you will fold on the score lines. I tend to fold them back just because it's a little easier to start off with folding them back. And then I fold them forward and forward, and then literally this just comes, you'll fold this forward, and then you'll stick it right here. And that's your top. That is the easy part, for sure. All right, so we're gonna do this one. I'm just gonna get all those score lines done. We're gonna fold back just to start off with. Again, this just kind of helps to get it, those fibers moving. All right, same thing. It's actually the same exact thing. So it's very, very easy. This one's just much bigger. So then you're gonna do this, fold it over, and ta-da. And there's your box. Simple, easy. If you have a lot of gifts, E2M. Yes, Kathy, definitely E2M. I know. I've been trying. I've been drinking my water today for sure. Which means I've also had to pee a whole lot. So now you have your box all ready to go. We are going to stamp our sentiment, and we are going to use Gorgeous Grape to do that. If I can get it to come out of the little bucket. Make sure I haven't missed any other comments. Oh, thank you, Verna. Okay, we're gonna ink it up really well. We are gonna stamp it right down there. Then we are going to take this long piece right here. We are gonna stamp it again. And I'm gonna try to get it as straight as I can possibly get it, because this is the piece that we're gonna cut our tag from, okay? I really just wanna make sure that that width is bright and bold. Okay. Now we are going to take all our little pieces here. I'm gonna bring in the cut and emboss machine one more time. So we're gonna just run this through by itself, and we're going to line that up how we want it. We're gonna put it at an angle. Put it a little closer to the bottom. Okay. We're gonna run this one by itself. All right, so now we got that. And then we're gonna put that back through there. We're gonna stick our gold piece and do our little heart. We're gonna put this here. And I will say Stampin' Up! Needs 2 of these dies in this set. All right, so now we're just gonna run that one through. Did you hear all that cracking? That was because I had it straight. All right, so there is our love, and then there is our part. And then we're just gonna do this one here. Sorry, I might have to get my head in. Make sure I get it straight. There we go. Hi, Kathy T. I saw your pictures today while I was eating lunch, and y'all looked like y'all were having so much fun. Although we did miss you on Saturday, but I will see you this Saturday. All right, so now you have this left. You could use this for anything you wanted. You could even put it on your tag and pop it up too, but I thought all three of them being popped up was a little bit much, but keep that because you can use it for anything. And there are definitely stamp sets that would coordinate to use that in other ways too. Oh, Kathy T, I meant to email you, but I hadn't had a chance yet. My printer died, so I wasn't able to mail your stuff yet, but it went in there today. I did yours this morning before I left the house. I had to get a whole new printer, and then when I got the printer, the ink cartridges weren't working, so anyway, it was a hot mess, but I did get it working, so your stuff went in there today, so you should hopefully have it by the time you come back from Lake Watery. All right. So now let's start building. We're gonna take this and fold it. I'm gonna match up my scallop pieces down here. And then I'm gonna use my bone folder to give it a good fold. So now you can write your to and your from, or you could stamp to and from if you wanted to do that as well. All right. We are gonna take and put our made and then love. We're going to use many dimensionals for that. Put one. Oops. All right, got that one. The back didn't want to come off. All right, so we've got four on this one. And we will match it up. The great thing is they match up really nicely, especially because you have this white border around where you cut it out using the die. Okay, so we got that one. Now let's do the made. I struggle sometimes getting these many dimensionals off. I actually like the Paper Pumpkin mini dimensionals because they're smaller sheets and they don't seem as hard to come off. All right, then we'll line this one up like that. We are gonna put our little heart right over here, so we need another dimensional. We're gonna do a mini, and we just need it on that side. We are going to put a little bit of adhesive on this side, and then we will stick it right there. Okay, now these right here are from the mini holiday catalog. These were actually in our holiday catalog last year. They came back. They were a returning favorite is what Stampin' Up calls them. So I'm going to grab my glue dots and I'm going to stick several on here. I'm going to stick big ones, medium ones. I think there are 3 sizes. There might only be 2, or I might be out of a medium size. Nope, it might just be 2 sizes. All right, so then that goes there. Let me do another small one. I got a straggler glue dot up there. And then we'll do one more big one. All right. The big ones, you need 2 glue dots to kind of keep it there. And we're gonna stick this one right down in here. And then we'll do a little one. And we'll stick that one right there. And then let's do 2 big ones at the bottom. I need 1 more glue dot for it. There we go. All right, so then we'll stick this one there. And all right, I'm getting down to the last ones and I'm starting to struggle. All right, and then we're gonna stick this way. See if I can get that in a little further. There we go. Okay, and then we're gonna do one other little one. Oh, nope, already got it right here. We're gonna stick that one right there. Like that. Okay. All right, so then I want to add my embellishments. And we're gonna use these. Okay, just so you know, the packaging says red and green adhesive backed pearls. Not true. They are called festive adhesive backed pearls. They are gold, silver, green, and red, okay? So just know that the packaging is wrong, but your embellishments are correct. So we're gonna use the gold. And we're gonna add several of them. Throughout 3, 4, and then 1 more. And 5. I think these are really pretty as well. Okay, so now we have all that done. Now let's put it all together. We are going to take our ribbon here. And for those of you who don't know, this is actually my favorite ribbon from Stampin' Up. Favorite ribbon. We are going to tie a bow. And pull it tight. Like that. Then we're going to trim off the ends, the tails at an angle. I'm going to take and tie another bow. It does not have to be the same size. It can be smaller. You don't probably want it any bigger than that, but you can certainly do that because obviously it will be your project, nobody else's. All right, we're going to take a glue dot. We're going to put a glue dot on the back. And then we're going to actually attach it right here to the top. We're going to squish it together, make sure it's staying there. Okay, so now you've got like a double bow with 2 tails on each side. Okay, then we'll scoot this back. And then we are going to take and put our tag on, and we're going to use the Simply Elegant trim. We're going to use the gold in it to bring in the rest of that gold. I think the holly leaves, they might actually be like a copper, but nobody cares. They will see cute and they will be like, okay, that's good. All right, so we're gonna pull enough through and we're gonna tie a bow right there in the center of those two bows. Pull it tight. With this trim, you want to pull it tight so that it will stay. Okay, I definitely made the bows on this one bigger, which is fine. I like big bows. And now I have a song stuck in my head that is not about bows. All right, so there we go. There is our little box. Yeah, the holly leaves, Verna, are great because you could add it to anything. You could take, you know, some, I just drew a blank. You could take a heart and put them around the heart or anything else. There were lots of ideas that I was coming up with when I was playing with the hollies. And now, of course, you know, I'm on Facebook Live, so my brain's gone completely blank. It's usually the way it works for me. I can't remember anything when I go live. All right, so now I'm going to pull in all the projects. Make sure you get your comment in and get your sharing on so that I can draw some names. Let me put that there. I'm going to get everything out of the way. And give everybody a little bit more time to comment and share. All right. I'm gonna actually clean up my mess before I go eat dinner tonight. I'm doing it while I'm live, right? Okay. Everybody ready for some name drawing? Not name calling, but name drawing. All right. Here are the other two cards. And there we go. We'll put it like this. Make sure you can all see them. Okay, so for today, I have this pack of the Abstract Beauty. I think it's Epharium. No, Epheria pack. I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce that, so I'll just leave it like it is. And the E-pack, okay? And then I had to practice it a whole lot when that came out. And then these are the Bumblebee trinkets. So I've got some retired stuff that I'm giving away tonight. All right? So let's see. Whose name are we going to draw tonight? Let's see, let's see, let's see. All right, I'm coming to a stop. Carrie, good. Look at there. I think did you win last week? I can't remember. If so, you are one lucky girl. I am going to send you the Bumblebee trinkets. And then let's draw for the other one. Oh, before I do that, hold on. Y'all know I will forget. All right, I got you on there, Carrie. You may not have won last week. No, not last week. Okay, good. It wouldn't matter anyway. You'd still get it. All right, so then the next winner is, oh, Agnes. Look at there. All right, so Agnes, I will bring your, actually Carrie and Agnes, I will bring y'all to bingo, okay? Instead of mailing. All right, let me put Agnes down here. All right, there we go. Thank you everyone for joining me tonight. I hope you enjoyed the projects. Again, if you want to know measurements and projects that are the products that were used, you can go and click on the link in the description of this video that will take you directly to the blog post, and it will give you all of those. If you have any questions, let me know, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.